There we go. I suppose we're live. Hello, everybody. I hope all of you are doing very well. Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope you all can hear me and see me. Ooh, let's take a look. I need these glasses. I was doing some last minute calculations. I just got done based on whatever it is that I do, my process. All right, let's make sure you all can hear me and see me. Okay, that's good. Let's check the brightness. All right, there we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. Let me read out your names. Miranda Norris, hello. Elizabeth Aguiana, hello. Lady Sapphire, hello. Happy Mother's Day. Moon and Stars, hey. Courtney, hello. My Max 100, hello. Susie Q, hey girl, how are you? Alia, hello. Courtney, I watched the new Candace Montgomery series on Hulu. Can't believe she got away with axing the lady and moved in and got a job. And oh yeah, crazy, right? All right. Who else? Sunshine Dragonfly, hello. Tammy, hello. Tammy, Gypsy Girl, hello. Thank you for being here. Delvin, hey Delvin. You know, I don't think Miranda Norris, who else? Kathleen Cheney, hello. I don't think, oh, thank you, Alia. I don't think I really have said a big thank you to those of you who are in, other continents. Like I have people from England, from Scotland, from Australia, from New Zealand, from South Africa, from Singapore, from Indonesia, from Malaysia. I have somebody from Northern Europe, Scandinavia, and Denmark. So considering the time difference, I have a few people from India joining in. I didn't even know that. I got emails from them and I was like, whoa, okay. They don't want to participate in the comments. They'd rather just watch. I said, why don't you participate? And they're like, I think they're not sure in the sense that they are, I wouldn't say shy. I think once they get comfortable, then they will, which is all fine. Okay, somebody else here. Who's this? Lieslotte Nielsen, hello. That's fine. I know with the time difference, sometimes it's difficult to stay awake, right? So I want to say a big thank you to all of you. Lucinda, hey girl, so much for joining, for staying awake. I'm sure it's the middle of the night for a lot of you also. Thank you so much for that. And if I get, give me 1 second, let me pop on the fan. I've gotten hot here. Ooh. Sorry about that, y'all. So we have hit the mid-90s. It's official in Texas here. It's summer, so it's crazy hot. I am finding it very, very difficult to deal with this temperature. So we set the air conditioner down to 68 degrees because of our high maintenance little critter that we have here. But in spite of that, with these lights, it gets hot and I'm like, ah. So yeah, I don't remember. I know there were 3 people. Hi, Connie. There were 3 people who asked with regard to doing the Sodder case, and I kind of hadn't heard about them. Lunchtime here in New Zealand. Oh, wow. Saturday afternoon. Okay, that's good. Hi, Aquarius girl. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I hadn't heard about this case, and then when I quickly looked it up, this transpired in 1945, right? So I was like, whoa, that's a long time. And there really isn't much. So if you actually calculate the age of those kids, if they were still alive, they would be in their mid to late 80s to even early 90s. So, it's a very tragic case, but so let's take a look at this. I'm going to just dive straight in. Before I dive straight in, let me just state the disclaimer. Is Scout Inquirer here? Hey, Scout Inquirer, how are you? Oh, 100 degrees in Mexico, Lady Sophia. Oh my goodness. Ooh, we'll get up there in the hundreds, in Texas. So hopefully not for many days. What was I going to say? Oh my God, the disclaimer. I'm blanking out here. So, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own due diligence, do your own research, and form your own conclusions, okay? And another thing I want to say is thank you to all my subscribers, and to those of you who are just joining in for the first time, thank you so very much. I do appreciate you all. And for those of you who are curious or wanting to get a personal reading, please do go to my website. All that information, yeah, it is too hot, yeah, no kidding, girl. All that information will be in the description box. I'll quickly type out my website here, www.therealtarot1123.com. Did I get that right? Okay. And of course, you can always email me. My email address is therealtarot1123@gmail.com. I do personal readings, and of course, on my website, there are many options. You can check it out. So, one more time, I want to make this known. So, when you go to my website and you want to, let's say, get a personal reading done, right? I will make these announcements now, probably once in the middle of this thing live, and then I'll do one towards the end, okay? Just so if anybody's joining in later, they will know. Please just register as a member, okay? Now, also, I don't know, a lot of people say I'm on my phone, I'm on my Android, and my Apple. It shouldn't matter. That's the way this website has been created. But how you hold your Android or your Apple, and also whether you're looking at it from a desktop version or the phone version, all that you all have to figure it out. I can't help you with that, okay? It is very, very easy to navigate. So please go and register as a member first. Now, registering as a member is absolutely free. You can rest assured your information is not going to be sold to anybody, because I don't want that myself. I would be pissed. So that's not going to be happening. Your information is going to be kept, safe and secure. At any point in time you want to cancel your membership, you can do that, because remember, it's free. The only thing you pay for is if you subscribe to get weekly readings or monthly readings, then that's a paid subscription, or if you pay for a personal consultation, okay? So anywho, registering as a member, go ahead and do that. Then you'll get an email from my website asking you to confirm your account. Once you can click on that link, your account is confirmed, and on my end, right, it pops up saying that this person is now a member. Then I can go assign videos to y'all. Now, if it is a personal consultation video, that too you have to go through this process so that I can assign the video to you. If, let's say, I do some random videos, which I'm actually going to do tomorrow, and I thought I'd put it on the YouTube channel, the Tarot channel, but I'm not going to do it on the Tarot channel. I'm going to email or rather assign that video to those of you who are members, okay? It's like a member's perk, right? That is, on the 15th or 16th. When is this? I thought about putting it. I was like, no, I'm not going to do a 15th. So May 16th, full moon lunar eclipse, right? So I'm going to do a quick video for that from a tarot perspective, like I'm actually going to do a tarot thingy. And that I'm going to post on my website, and I'm going to assign it as a free video for those of you who have registered as a member only. Now I'm going to do a detailed, a little bit more detailed video, but from an astrology perspective, and that I'll post on my astrology website. As you all know, that not website, channel, therealastrology1123.com, right? So these are the few things. Please keep in mind, it's not me purposefully not wanting to let you all watch your videos or anything like that. You have to follow that process for me to be able to assign the video. And if you all don't follow the process, if you cannot register, if you don't become a member, then I can't assign it. Even if you want to get a personal reading, you must register as a member. Please first do that, okay? Another thing is, please refrain from texting me or calling me on my cell phone. There is a reason why I stopped doing that, doing phone consultations, because I'm going to just say it. People are just plain rude, okay? It is, they don't even realize. It's not like I'm a 24-hour psychic available. So you call me at 1 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, Kirtana, no, it's not how it works, okay? This is my cell phone and I will not switch it off because, yes, I do have my personal cell phone. This is for my work, but even then I don't switch it off. But I'm going to start doing it. There have been a few days where I completely shut it down, but as luck would have it, Murphy's Law, the few days that I forget to switch it off is when I get a phone call in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or even 3 o'clock in the morning and text messages. It is rude, rude, rude. Please don't do that. There are a few people who have said, hey, go ahead and call me or text me. And that's because I know those people a little bit better. I am familiar with them, so if I very specifically call out a name and say call me or text me, you can do that. I will accept phone calls and text messages from you. But if I have not extended that invitation, please do not assume that I'm going to answer your calls or I'm going to respond to your text messages. Please don't do that. It's just like assuming familiarity, if you will, and I don't do that to anybody. Unless somebody has said, hey, this is my number, feel free to call me anytime, I wouldn't. Okay? And another thing is, people like that's why I stopped with the WhatsApp readings, because I would say, okay, send me this information or send me that information. People will be sending me photographs of the whole family, and I don't need all of that. Stop. And they're like, oh, kid, even though I say please email it to me, they would still go ahead and text it to me. And I'm like, I erase these texts. If I had to keep those texts, oh my God, can you imagine how much I will have in text messages? So, and then later on, if you call me, it's like, I don't know, right? So email me. Don't just text me all those pictures and stuff, because it's just crazy. If I say send me one text message and do you have a picture of what the person looks like, send me a picture, that's fine. But then if you're going to send me text photographs of everybody and sundry, come on, people. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm ranting, but I kind of got a little annoyed. So, and also the website is really easy. Please refrain from registering multiple times. Then what happens is I will go and just delete those memberships. So there's no point in registering multiple times. If you do it right and you do it once, that's all you need. Okay, just a little heads up. I know some people, they don't have a laptop or desktop. That's fine. That's why when I created the website, I wanted to make it clear that you could look at it from your iPad. You can look at it on your iPad. You can look at it on your cell phone, on your computer, on whatever. So anyhow, so let's stop with that. So, okay, to address your question, Lizelot, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, no offense meant. So, you will see those 3 dots on top, okay? So, it depends on how you hold the phone also. I'm told it makes a difference. And also whether you're looking at this via a desktop version or looking at it like on your cell phone version. Somebody else also had the same issue. So, there are 3 dots, and on the dots you will see like, it is there, y'all. I have Apple. I don't know much about other brands. So turn your cell phone sideways rather than holding it vertically like this. If you turn it sideways like this, then you will see the whole thing. That's a simple trick, okay? Yeah, like Sunshine Dragonfly says, there's a menu. If you click on the menu, it'll come. It's really easy, y'all. I mean, the whole idea of that is like, anyway, yeah, it's crazy, And the funniest thing was, at 2 o'clock in the morning, the phone rings, and then I get up and I go answer, and then I'll be like, oh, Kirtana, you had done a reading for me, Bernie, oh my God, Bernie, my camera, shoot. A reading for me last year, sometime in September. I had a question. I'm like, I actually hung up. I was like, screw this. I just hung up and turned off my phone. I was like, you can send me an email. That's crazy, but anyhow, it's all good. Okay, the rant is over. All right. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like, oh, psychic on the tap. It's funny. Oh my God. All right. So, hi, Pauline. How are you? So, anyhow. So, a couple of things, y'all. I got this information, so let's get on with this. The rant is over, right? Take a deep breath, right? Okay, the father's name is George Sodder, Sodder. Looks like they are of Italian descent, right? Jeannie Cipriani Sodder, the mother, Maurice Antonio Sodder, Louis Enrico Sodder. So those two are the boys. Then you have Martha Lee Sodder, Jeannie Sodder. I don't know if she has a middle name. And then that's one of the daughters. Then Betty Dolly Sodder. So two boys, Maurice Antonio Sodder, Louis Enrico Sodder. Three daughters, Martha Lee Sodder, Jeannie Sodder, and Betty Dolly Sodder. Now remember, the mother's name is also Jeannie. Her maiden name is Cipriani and Sodder. Okay. Hey Afro-Human, how are you? So I don't have the date of birth of the father. I don't have the date of birth of the mother, which is fine. The incident happened on December 24th, 1945. Apparently the house burned down. Don't know if it was purposefully set on fire or... Oh, Pauline, I know, right? Oh, Charlotte, oh my gosh, she's so cute though. Don't know if the house was set. I didn't delve into all that because it doesn't matter. December 24th, 1945, a day before Christmas. So December 24th, that is going to be Capricorn, right? Capricorn. All those things matter, y'all. It's okay. So Maurice Antonio Sodder, the date of birth that Gypsy Girl managed to get for me is July 8th, 1931. So he's a Cancerian. Louis Enrico Sodder, December 30th, 1935. He's a Capricorn. Then Martha Lee Sodder, January 22nd, 1933, Aquarius. Then Jeannie Sodder, September 19th, 1937. She's a Virgo. Then Betty Dolly Sodder, March 4th, 1940. She is a Pisces. So this is going to be a little bit long, so hang in there for me, okay? So George Sodder, for him, the third house, okay? So we'll talk about for him. So let me just go through one by one. How about we do that? Because there are a lot of these. It's going to be a little long. Buckle up, y'all. Get your beverage of choice and let's do this, okay? So I have a certain format that I'm going to follow today. And I am going to, let me just check on this because I'm kind of, all right, great. All right, there we go. We'll do them one by one, okay? So for the father, George Sodder 3. So for him, I don't have his date of birth, which is fine. Let's not get into that because it's the kids, the father and mother survived, right? So third house talks about immediate environment and short trips. So let's take a look and see the overall energy for him. I'm going to do this. He's got Virgo, okay? So then we leave that aside. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I want to use this deck. Well, I'll use this deck. This is a beautiful deck. I don't even know what name it is. I don't know. I have the box somewhere. This is really nice, but anyhow. So I'm going to do my, hang on y'all, my 6 card spread, okay? So I'm sure Sherilyn and Jordan later. Then I have to get in touch with the carriage house. I was supposed to send her something in the mail. I have it all packed and I just completely forgot about it, y'all. So, all right, let's do this. The father, George Sodder. Okay. Oh, wow. That is, am I surprised? Oh, wait. He got the Magnus, that is the magician. Okay. Then he got the King of Cups, the heart of the matter. Then he's got, what is this guy even? Oh, Ace of Coins. Yeah. Okay, and then he's got the Sage, the Hierophant, right? Taurus. Then let me do this. Five of Cups, where the situation was headed. Okay, and then this card is going to be, I'm not going to look at this card now, I'll open it later. So the first card is overall energy is Virgo. Now, as we know, Virgo is Earth, right? Virgo is an Earth sign, and Virgo is, as we all know, ruled by Mercury. Now, who else is a Virgo? Genie Sodder is a Virgo, correct? So I'm just kind of comparing a little bit, like referring over there. So when we look at, and then all this happened in Capricorn season, which is sister sign to Virgo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth house talks about speculation, kids. Okay. So how do I figure that? Virgo is the overall energy, and Capricorn is when they died, right? December 24th. So sixth house, Capricorn is the sixth house from Virgo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I'm sorry, fifth house. And fifth house is love affairs, speculations, kids. So obviously that was a very crucial time for him because, kids, speculation, okay? Now let's not go into love affairs and all that stuff. Let's leave that. Speculation could be anything, could be relationships, could be business, could be finances, could be speculation regarding work, speculation regarding, your individuality, whatever. Speculation regarding the kids, your home, your whatever, right? So we have speculation as is. So obviously kids is a big factor. And look, Capricorn is the fifth house. Now how many kids are missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kids. Does that make any sense? I mean, are we surprised? No. So let's take it further. In the querent, we have a Magnus, that is the magician, okay? So the magician, as we all know, is a very deeply masculine, powerful energy. Now, this magician, I am not so quick to think is him, okay? This is somebody who has the power and who has the ability to make decisions, but this individual is behind the scenes. Okay, you will never see this individual up front. You are not going to know who this come on, focus, man. Camera, really? Okay, so this magician is not somebody who's going to be up front, who's going to be in your face, who's going to be in the media, who's going to be so popular that everybody knows. This is somebody who's a little aloof, who rather prefers to be behind the curtains, if you will. And this is somebody who is power hungry, who is powerful also, but it's not like, oh, I'm satisfied with this level of power. It's like, when I say power hungry, it's like, not only am I powerful, I'm going to show how powerful I am every chance I get. That sort of a thing, okay? So I suppose power hungry is not the term. I think the right term would be egotistical power, I don't know, whatever, figure that out, okay? So, but this person is somebody who's going to call the shots from behind the curtains, and who's going to set things in motion and say, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. This is somebody who has no problem, absolutely no problem, absolutely, this person has no problem summoning people and giving them jobs and responsibilities and duties. Now this person is also somebody who I do believe is, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm just going to throw it out there. Again, don't take this personally. This is just my observations, and no offense meant to anybody. This is for entertainment purposes, and this has got, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. I do not know the name of this person. Maybe I should draw some. You know what? I won't do that right now. Maybe I will. Hang on 1 second. If I get an alphabet, I'll keep it. If I don't, no, I got a number 3. So this person, I'm going to go so far as to say, I wouldn't be surprised if this person is fairly devout, as in has no problem, calling the shots, doing all these nefarious activities, and yet has no problem going to church for Sunday Mass. That's the kind of person I feel this is. This person has no problem doing nefarious activities for gain, monetary gain, but also on the other hand has no problem donating money to the church or something like that. I am going to step right out and say a Catholic. So don't take offense to it. Please don't come at me and say, oh, did you mean to say all Catholics? No, that is not what I am saying. So if anybody wants to twist my words around to suit their own convenience, then you're just plain stupid, okay? I'm just saying that. So I do believe that's the image I'm getting. Then let's take the King of Cups. Now, King of Cups is the heart of the matter. This is the father. This is George Sodder. Now, clearly there's overwhelming. Did I show you all the cards? No. Well, how about I show you now? King of Cups. Come on, baby, focus. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I kid you not, y'all. Y'all can't. It's crazy. Look at. Pay attention to the imagery over here. Look at the horses here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4, and oh God, sorry, y'all. I don't know which way I'm pointing. There, 5, and then there are actually 7 horses. So I'm going to say the father, the mother, and the 5 kids. But then you also see 2 images. You see this image here in shadow, and then all the way up top here you see that image basically like trying to herd all the horses, right? It's very interesting, the imagery. So this is definitely the father, and clearly this card indicates overwhelming emotions, unable to, even though he's the father, even though he's the one who's a provider, let's talk about way back in 1945, right? A little bit old school, and there's nothing wrong with that. Traditional gender roles, father is the one who provides, mother is at home, that sort of for the most part. So these cards are gorgeous, though. I will tell you that they are absolutely stunning. So for him to be able to provide for these families, for his family, to be able to take care, he had no problem doing that. And also, I'm going to say this is somebody who would have been a very loving, caring dad who was all about family and that sort of a thing. But then when you see this image in the shadow in the black over here, that I think is the magician. Look at that, right? And then you see this image here, it's like somebody trying to hurt everybody. That is somebody who would have been controlling the whole scenario. There's a lot of talk about the police chief or whoever it is. He's the one who planted false information and said that, oh yeah, we found human skeleton remains in the house, and they were not human skeleton remains, and yada yada. But I feel like there is a tie-up between whoever that police chief or police officer is and this guy, the Magnus. There is some tie-up over there. It was almost like trying to herd, meaning trying to say, okay, this way, kids, this way, right? Literally saying, okay, no, not there, go this side, here, go, let me, that sort of a thing. I'm not surprised at all, but this man, the father, George Sodder, I would say very, very emotional about it, and it really, really ate him up. It really did eat him up for having had such a big major loss. I am surprised he didn't commit suicide at that time, because that's the kind of emotions he had. It's like complete loss and feeling completely like questioning his masculinity, questioning his role as a father, as a provider, blaming himself for everything. And then we have the Ace of Coins. This definitely talks about business, it talks about opportunities, it talks about money, it talks about new avenues opening with regards to finances. Now the Ace of Coins, the coins, Pentacles is an earth energy also. But I wonder if this had something to do with some sort of an investment or some sort of an opportunity that might have been on the table that didn't go according to plan, or maybe he was supposed to give somebody some money. They're talking a lot about mafia influence here, right? There is a possibility, because I do believe this Magnus has got something to do with the mafia. I am not in any way, shape or form doubting. And there are a lot of monies here. So I wonder, I don't know what George... this happened on December 24th, 1945. I don't know if George had any business dealings or what even his profession was. I couldn't tell you. But he's got a very big aspect of an offer, money, opportunity, project, something to do with that. And then here, right, we have the sage. The sage is Taurus, right? Look at all the earth energy here. Right? I'm sorry, not the Taurus, the Hierophant. Well, yeah, it is Taurus, right? So this talks about mercy, needing approval, compassion, trying to kind of manage all the elements, your mind, body, and spirit, and struggling with that. But the sad thing here is we have a lot of Virgo energy, Taurus and Capricorn. All the earth signs are involved over here. Virgo, which is the overall energy. Then we have the Pentacles, which is Capricorn. Again, this whole situation happened in Capricorn season. And then the Taurus guy pops up. This has definitely got to do a lot with the Pentacles, the earth sign, has, it's the material, it's the material aspect of life, it's the physical aspect of life, it's the conservative aspect of life, in the sense that it's not the creative and like the air signs and go and create and all that stuff. It's all about the practicality of the practical aspects of life, the earth, the home, the stability, the money, the finances, the materialistic comforts and security. So a lot of this is tied to that aspect. Okay, so I do believe this has got something to do with business. All right. And then you have the Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups, as we know, look at that card, is right under the Father's card. So this does talk about regret, feeling abandoned, feeling unloved, feeling complete desolation, feeling overwhelmingly let down, disappointed in oneself, not in anybody else, but in oneself. And this is right under the Father card. So the father definitely feels like he is responsible for what transpired to the kids. Now you have the Magnus, which is whoever this person is, as I said, on top, the father in the middle, and this. So I do believe it's almost like the father was caught between a rock and a hard place, and he somehow feels responsible for what transpired to his kids. And this card, which I had actually kept like closed, I'm going to take it out. You have the Six of Wands. Now, Six of Wands is a victory card. And then you go, well, Kirtana, like, this is so almost negative. And then you have the Six of Wands, which is coming home victoriously, which is like, a more positive card. How is a positive card popping up? Let's draw that's the only fire card I see here, right? Let's draw a clarifier for that. Three of Coins. Oh my God, look at that, y'all. So I'm going to say the Six of Wands is almost like a celebration of mission accomplished. This is not the father's energy. So whoever it is that this Magnus, whoever it is that who sent the word out saying that get the job done, I do believe three principal characters are involved in this, in terms of, so the Magnus makes the thing, right, command, gives the command, go do this. Three people are instrumental in carrying out this act of devastation. For them, this is victory, and they did celebrate. I'm going to go so far as to say this would have been almost like a settling of scores with the dad. I don't know what the father did to piss off this man or this individual or whoever, but he certainly did something. Right? Hey, Carajals. Girl, I just was talking about you a few minutes ago. I said I was going to mail something out to you. Don't mention what it is. I have it all packed and parceled, and I just never got to the post office. So tomorrow it's on my agenda. You are getting it. So, I haven't forgotten. It happens to me often. I get it all organized and I just don't have the time to go do it. And I don't know. But okay. So keep that in mind, Becca. Don't talk about it. It's coming to you. Just delayed. All right. So now let's look at Jeannie Cipriani Sodder. Okay. For her 7. So 7, let's take a look. Capricorn is, and then let's look at the 7th house. Let's draw the overall energy here. We have Leo. Okay, so let's see. Leo, a lot of 5s popping up already, right? Okay, Leo, right? Where is Capricorn for Leo? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th house. So work, health, discipline, and habits. That's the thing for the mom. Capricorn is 6th, okay, and then we have 7th house, so 6th and 7th. So work, health, discipline and habits, and friends, marriage, partners, contracts and relationships as well pops up for the mother. So let's take a look at that. Marriage, or obviously partnerships, obviously relationships, obviously. So how did this, I wouldn't be surprised if the marriage kind of disintegrated after that. Oh my god, the Magnus pops out again, y'all. I kid you not. See, you see me shuffle. Isn't that crazy? So we have 5. I'm going to go so far as to say the mom was the closest to Betty Dolly Sodder. And the dad to Jeannie Sodder, because I wouldn't be surprised if the dad always, not that he loved one child more than the other. I think Jeannie kind of stood out to him because he might have said, you look just like your mother. Of all the children, you look just like your mom, and she has a mom's name. So that's what I'm sensing here. Yeah, Jeannie is the name of the mother, and Jeannie is also the name of one of the children. Okay, so we have 5 of Wands. Look, y'all, it's crazy, all the 5s. And as we know, 5 is a little bit of a difficult energy to deal with in tarot, right? It's a lot of strife. Ace of Coins. Y'all, I'm shuffling the cards. Like, what is going on over here? You hear me shuffle, you see me shuffle, so am I surprised? Should I be surprised? This one. Prince of Cups. Okay. So far, the Magnus and the Ace of Coins popped up in both the readings in exactly the same positions, right? Then we have 7 of Cups. Beautiful card. This card is absolutely stunning. And the 6th card, I'm not going to open it now until much later. All right. So let's dial it back. So the Magnus is showing up here. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in every one of the readings for the kids. So that figure is instrumental. But right under that figure, we have the 5 of Wands. Now, as we know, the 5 of Wands talks about rivalry, challenges, obstacles, sports, that sort of a thing. But the interesting thing about this card is okay, y'all, I'm just going to say it. It also talks about romance. Now, what do I mean by that? Like, what does it, okay, so hold on. Fire, passion, and again, no disrespect meant to anybody. This is just what I'm seeing here. I will not be surprised if the lady, Jeannie Cipriani Sodder, might have had some sort of a relations, some sort of a feeling a lack in the family, in her marital relationship. So now, okay, yes, let's face it, we all know that, for some people, I cannot make a blanket statement here, but for some people, they say that after they had kids, it affected their relationship, right? I don't know how that works or why it works or what goes on. And yes, they had 5 kids, and the oldest was 14, right? 14, 10, and the youngest was 5. So think about it, having kids, 5 kids that soon, yeah, it does take a toll on one's body. And as a mother, if you're the homemaker, that sort of a thing, maybe a little bit of, not that the parents didn't love each other, maybe they felt a little bit of a disconnect. That's a high possibility. But I feel like she started feeling that the mother, Ginny Cipriani Sodder, felt like there was a disconnect with a display of affection or sharing of the marital relations, if you will, between her and her husband, because she felt her husband was holding himself back or not paying enough attention to her as he normally did. Now, he, I do believe, is a passionate man, okay, but so she feels like, hey, what's going on? How come you're not showing the same level of interest in me? Like, what is really going on? Why are you keeping a distance? That is what comes up with this card. And am I going to go so far as to say she might have accused him of stepping out of the relationship, or she herself at some point in time felt like she wanted to go out and just to feel whatever? You know what I'm saying. I'm not going to put it in. They had 9 children? Oh, I didn't know that they had 9 children. Elizabeth says they had 9 children. Well, they're an Italian family. So, you know, she was Italian, Cipriani. Oh, I didn't know that they had 9 children. Anyway, so they could have been a feeling loss of affections and that sort of stuff, issues as far as the marital relationship was concerned. He may have accused her, she may have accused him, that sort of a little tussle. And then we have the Ace of Coins. Again, I feel like somehow he might have accused her of having relationships with Magnus or somebody in that group. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So, wow, this is crazy. And then you have the Prince of Cups. Yes, y'all, I think there is a younger male involved in this that could have been a little bit of a reason for trouble. A younger water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I do believe this younger male, this Prince of Cups, okay, a very charming young individual. Yeah, I will say there was something going on over here. I will say that. And I think that might have caused some issues. There's some kind of a dynamic over there, y'all. I'm going to go so far as to say there's a younger male over here, much younger than George Sodder, and there must have been some little bit of a romantic triangle going on between the wife, this young guy, and the husband, some kind of a weird scenario over there. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, whatever. Anywho, and then we have the Seven of Cups. See, I'm not surprised. Seven of Cups is the card of indulgences, the card of gaslighting, the card of, oh, I don't give a flip. I'm just going to go out and have fun, not a care in the world. What are the odds? You have the Magnus, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Cups over here, and the Prince of Cups over here. Absolutely, y'all. And then you have the Leo card, which is the Passion, Five of Wands, and Leo, which is 5. Yes, absolutely. There is some kind of a weird triangle business going on. Or a lot of people are saying maybe the Italians didn't approve of it. Maybe this young Prince of Cups was supposed to marry her or something, and some drama like that. I don't know. But definitely card of indulgence. And she definitely did indulge or step out, as he might have too. Or maybe she stepped out and he found out, and that's what caused all the big drama. Something like that. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I'm just going by what my cards are showing me. Now this card, which was closed, I'm going to open now. It's Two of Wands. Oh my God. Am I surprised or what? Now this talks about wanting to make a decision, waiting to see how things unfold so we can make a decision and we can decide how to move on. So I wonder, when all this blew up, came out into the open in terms of these dynamics of relationships, and I'm an Italian, you're not, and how could you, and how, whatever that case may be, they were waiting for something to figure out, okay, what do we do from here? What are the two options? Okay, we have two pillars. Which side do we go? Right? What action do we take? Wands is all about taking action, and you have two batons. Okay, which baton are you going to hand over to whom, and which are you going to hold on? Which direction you want to take? What is your decision? Are you going to go this way? Are you going to go this way? So there was some sort of such dynamic between the mother and this is for Ginny Cipriani Sodder. Again, only numbers are popping up. The alphabets are not, or the letters are not. Ooh, baby. All right, I'm going to stop with Ginny and let's get on to the kids. I'm missing a lot of chat. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Bunny. I didn't mean to scare you. God, it's gotten so hot, y'all. Are you serious, y'all? This is like crazy, right? Summer's here already. I'm just curious to know what the weather is here at the moment. No. Wait. No. It's 84 degrees at 7:46 p.m. Are you serious? I can't. Okay. So let's leave all that. Now let's start with Maurice Antonio Sodder. Okay? I didn't know they had 9 kids, so that clearly shows I didn't research. And I typically tend not to. Y'all, can you give me 1 second? I'm going to lower the AC, like make it cooler some more. I can't. Oh my goodness. Honey, I'm going to make it a little colder because it's really getting hot in the room, okay? Sorry. With the lights, it gets really hot. Woo! All right. I dropped it down to 66, so hopefully that... Y'all must be going, oh my God, Kitana 66, but seriously, y'all. It was at 68, so I dropped it down. Thank you. Oh yeah, talk about my nails, y'all. See that? Let's see. Okay, so I love the red. Oh, I love the black. I love this foil thing. This is the first time I've had nails this long. And so the nail technician, he was like, are you sure? I said, you know what? Heck, let's give it a shot. What's the worst thing that can happen? I'll come back to you in a couple of days and I'll say, it's too long. Can you cut it short? So, anyhow. Yeah, I like these nails too. Thank you. So, like when I got my nails done and I came home, and I was like, oh, nobody wants to comment about my nails, right? Whatever. And so Mark takes a look, and I look and he goes, whoa. And I go, what, you don't like him? He goes, yeah, but they're so long. He goes, I don't mind the color, but the length. I said, oh, you don't like the length? He goes, yeah, maybe a little shorter. And then I go, well, thanks for letting me know. Next time I'll be sure to get them longer. You should have seen, and I was messing with him. You should have seen his face. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, hang on, y'all. Sorry about this, y'all. Anywho, let's set this aside. So, and of course I was messing. Thank you, Courtney. I mean, I have a fan right here. Why didn't I think of it? Who said that? Lady Sapphire. Oh my God, this is crazy. Look, I have a pedestal fan right here. And why didn't I think of it? Oh my God, y'all, this is so funny. I don't know if you'll see it. I have this. It's the, see that pedestrian fan. Oh, you know what? It's a bit dusty, so I won't turn it on right now. Oh my God, I never thought about it, and it's been sitting here all along. Unbelievable. That goes to show. Yeah. And I was like I don't mind the color. Like, I'm not one to say, oh, you have to have summer colors in summer, pastels, and in winter you go darker and all that. Whatever my fancy, I'll just get it done. And I actually like the reds and the blacks. So red is one of my favorite colors, as is white. So anywho, so let's get on. Maurice, I had to take that break. Maurice Antonio Sodder. Date of birth is July 8th, 1931. He's a Cancerian. So I'm telling you, if that Magnus and that Ace of Coins keeps popping up, then seriously, I'm going to fall off my feet. Thank you, y'all. We have Neptune as the overall energy. Come on, buddy, focus. Neptune. There we go. Okay, ding, ding, ding. I'm so sorry about the girl. I'm telling you, I'm okay with that. Sorry about this, but if I get Alright, I'm going to minimize that. This has got something going on over here, so we just leave it. Alright. Maurice Antonio. So we have Neptune. So Maurice, let's talk about it for a second. Focus. He's a Cancerian. And Neptune rules Pisces, which is a sister sign to Cancerian. So hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth house talks about father, distant travel, higher education, intellect. Okay. And he also has, so ninth house, seventh house. Okay, let's back up. Ninth house is father, distant travel, higher education, and intellect. Seventh house is friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships. And 11th house is like-minded people, groups, and friends. Okay, so now I won't take it. I won't take it. Let me shuffle. I don't know if I'll be able to shuffle it like this because oh wow, y'all, fancy shuffling like that even with my long nails. Come on, buddy. Okay, this guy. Ace of Wands. Princess of Coins. So, there's a lot of talk about Maurice and Louis apparently being found and something. But looking at this Ace of Wands, I wouldn't be surprised if the two boys were really actually found. And they're close to each other. And then we have the Six of Wands. This also is a common denominator. Yeah, I'm going to go so far as to say that these two were alive. For sure. Then we have the Sage. This guy also popped up. The Hierophant. Remember? Are you keeping track? Seven of Wands. Wait, what am I doing? Give me one card. I'm going to keep this closed until the last minute. Oh, this guy slid off, y'all. So I'm going to take him and I'm going to keep him closed here too. We'll see later. So with the Ace of Wands talks about taking action, the need to create something new, the need to do something new. But then this card is signifying almost like Let me take a look and see what's going on with this card. I believe these two boys were held captive for a little bit. I believe these two were definitely separated. I don't think these two perished in the fire. Come on, buddy cat. Focus. I do believe that these two were kept captive for a little bit, until they decided what they were going to do with these two. These two for sure did not perish in that fire. That much I can tell you. Then we have the Princess of Coins. So let's look at the Princess of Coins. A little bit of rebellion, okay? But then the Princess of Coins also does right under the Ace of Wands, which to me is, I wouldn't be surprised if this one pops up for Ruiz also. Let's keep that in mind. So this talks about a little bit of rebellion, but it also talks about friendship. It also talks about being close to each other. It also talks about one protecting the other. So I'm going to say that these two were picked up and they were kept held separately together. You know what I mean? I mean, these two were held separate from the other three children, and they definitely survived, and they were held captive together. There's a lot of control going on there, almost like you better do what I tell you. But there's also camaraderie. It's like, I lean on you, lean on me, that sort of a thing. It's protectiveness, it's friendship between the two of them. They really stuck together. These two really stuck together. Then we have the Seven of Wands. These two definitely feel like they were betrayed. They feel like they wanted to run away. They feel like there was a lot of dishonesty. They feel like their life was stolen from them, and they just kind of shut down. And then here you have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands talks about, okay, this has happened, so what do we do now? We just make the best of the situation we are in, and we just go forward, because we are not going to go backwards, right? So we're just going to make the best of the situation, and we're just going to, these two kids, these two brothers, I'm going to say they went through a bit of a bad patch, and somehow they managed to survive after feeling betrayed and left out, and feeling like, there's no turning back, and having having to protect themselves against, together, it was like these two against the world. In spite of all of that, they came through successfully. They popped out on the other side with success. Oh my God, I can't get the words out. In spite of the fact that they felt betrayed, they felt like things were taken away from them, their life was stolen from them, they were kept in seclusion, they were separated from their siblings, all the drama, somehow they managed to survive it, and they realized, okay, we are not going to go back now, we're going to go forward. And so they decided to move on forward. And then they have the Hierophant card, right? The Hierophant card talks about Taurus, again an earth sign, right? And Maurice is a Cancerian, and Taurus is his 11th house, but we have 11th house active too. 11th house talks about like-minded people, groups, and friends. I wouldn't be surprised if Maurice was somehow responsible for these two surviving. Of course, he's the older brother by a margin. These two surviving this ordeal and moving on to secure a certain lifestyle for them. They went through hell though. Secure a certain lifestyle for each other, or a way of life. And I will go so far as to say, again with Taurus, we talk about earth energies, finances, materialistic things. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they fell into, again, I'm not in any way, shape or form blaming anybody, so please don't come at me for that. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they fell into the organized crime aspect, meaning like started not as victims, but more like, for example, again, don't take words out of my mouth and twist it. For example, saying, okay, this is the only way we can survive, so let's just partake of it and let's get into the management aspect, organization aspect of organized crime, not as victims, but as the ones who actually organize that kind of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But again, it's like-minded, like it's conformity, it's like they needed the approval, so it was almost like I'm struggling here to find the word. So it's almost like Stockholm syndrome, you know. They end up joining that group after all, and they were able to forgive and forget and overcome and just move on, because it's survival, right? Self-preservation. That's how I feel. Things went down here. Now let's take the first card, that was Four of Cups. Beautiful card. There's a lot in this imagery. So as we know, the Four of Cups talks about feeling apathy, feeling unfulfilled, surprised gifts, not being satisfied. Whatever that they might have gone on to become in their lives, I do believe there was always that little bit of sadness in him that he wasn't able to fulfill whatever destiny and goal he might have had in his life as a young boy. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to become this, I want to become that. But he kind of accepted the fact that, all right, I couldn't get to do all of that, but I'm fine now, I'm getting along, I'm surviving, I'm making money, I'm living, that sort of a thing. The last card here is Queen of Wands. Beautiful card. I'm going to say that Maurice did go on to survive this whole ordeal, did go on to have a relationship, have a family. I wouldn't be surprised. And the Queen of Wands talks about confidence, being self-assured, going on to have a relationship with somebody who was confident, self-assured, and he himself, his confidence and his what's the word, must have gone up a few notches, because he's like, okay, I've survived all of this. How many people can say they survived something like this? And here I am. So I wouldn't be surprised he had the confidence to move on and say, oh, this has happened and I'm going to continue living my life. I'm sure he went on to get married and have a family. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was well matched with whoever. And this also tells me y'all, I'm going to so far as to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he also fell into the organized crime part of it. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Creating things under the cloak of darkness, taking action, having no qualms about doing things and being active and doing things that could be questionable, but yet knowing very well, being cognizant of the downside of that, which is, if you get caught, what happens, that sort of a thing. There's no point talking about charts, Courtney, when we don't have their birth charts, and we don't have their birth charts because we don't have the exact date of time of birth. So it's just irrelevant. I won't even get into that aspect of it. Luis Enrico Sodder, born on December 30th, 1935. Now he's a Capricorn. And this incident happened in Capricorn season, December 24th, 1945, so exactly 6 days short of him being 10 years, right? Between Maurice and Louis, I'm going to say Louis might have passed sooner than Maurice. Let's draw some cards for him. But I do believe that two of them were together for many, many years, like until one or the other passed. I do believe so. Maurice. We have Leo again. Oh my God. So Leo popped up for Maurice, right? And Leo popped up for Louise too. Let's see if there are any. Come on, buddy, focus. Let's see if there are any similarities here. Yes, I have their date of birth, my Manx. Thank you. I have everybody's date of birth. And I did say it was July 8, 1931 for Maurice. And for Louis, it's December 30th, 1935. So I do have their date of birth. Thank you. Thanks to my... oh my God, what is annoying me here? Thanks to my moderator. Two cards. Queen of Coins, the Star card, interesting. So if he's a Capricorn, Aquarius is his second house, values, talents, possession and ability to earn income. Give me 1 second, y'all. This is Two of Cups. I think Louis was somebody who was very, very helpful, kind of had a helping nature kind of a thing. 10 of Coins. Eight of Wands. We progressed from 7 of Wands for Maurice to 8 of Wands for Louise. And I'm going to pick up one card and keep it closed here. This one wants to come out. I'll take that too. Queen of Coins. So with the Queen of Coins, I would say Louise was somebody who was more like close, who liked to be close to home, who liked to kind of hang out. I mean, as even though he was a young kid, a little guy, he was all about the home and hearth. He was all about family, stability. Even as he grew up to be a young man, it was all about, having the materialistic comforts and the security, being able to provide for his family, being able to provide for himself. And with the Aquarius card, the Star card popping up here, I am going to say that for him, it was also always about the values, talents, possessions, money, ability to earn income, that sort of a thing. Because he too has a second house and he has a sixth house active. Now, sixth house talks about work, health, discipline, and habits. So I'm going to go so far as to say that that these two survived together. But between the two of them, Maurice, I would say, would have been a little bit, even though he's a Cancerian, he would have been a little bit more rough and tough than Louise. I would say Louise is the kind of guy who hung back and was like, I don't have to be up front. I'm going to be controlling things from behind the scenes. I'm going to do everything on the quiet. I don't need to be gabbing a lot, talking a lot. One of those silent types, but who got things done. But he was all about, his ability to create security, funding, domestic life, family life. I'm sure he went on to have a family, family life, provide for his family, provide for himself, and also very helpful in nature. Because Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn and is also ruled by Uranus, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn as well. So there were moments when he would. Oh my goodness! Excuse me. Whew. Oh my God! Where did that come from? Probably this thing is full of dust. Oh, it's not turned on, but it's full of dust. Hang on, y'all. All the times I've been griping about how hot it is, this dang fan is right here. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. That was too close to me. I should take it out and dust it. I'll do that later. This hasn't been used in a while. Alright, so let's talk about this. With the Aquarius card, I'm also going to go so far as to say I wouldn't be surprised if Louise was a little bit more creative. came up with innovative ideas how to create this, create that. But he was also the kind of person who, as much as he wanted to be in the background, he was very good at creating situations and scenarios. Like he's not the kind of a person who walk up to you and say, hey, you listen to me or else. No, he would create an environment where whoever wouldn't have a choice but to fall in sync with him and do what he expected them, that kind of a thing. And then we also have the Two of Cups. Now, for him, it was all about partnership. For him, it was all about give and take. For him, it was all about, there's a lot of affection. I do believe the two brothers maintained relationships until they parted with, until one or the other or both died. They were very, very close to each other. Very close to each other, the two brothers. Then we have the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands does talk about Louise not being afraid to take swift action if and when needed, right under the Aquarius card, which is ruled by Saturn and Uranus is about sudden shocks, right, and it's sudden changes. So as between the two of them, I would say he would be considered to be the most stable, the more down to earth, the more level-headed guy between the two brothers, but you don't ever want to just assume that, because he was not afraid to pull the rug from under your feet if and when the situation called for it. So he would suddenly quickly flip and he would be like, okay, that sort of a nature. Then we have the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins does talk about, did I show you? Yeah, I think I showed you, right, the cards, yeah. So that was the Eight of Wands and the Ten, and he was not afraid to take quick action. Right, with the Eight of Wands, he's like, yeah, I mean, let's do it. What's the point in just hanging around? But Ten of Coins does talk about, again, leaving a legacy for the family, for his family, having the provisions to live a comfortable life, to be able to take care of. So with that Capricornian energy, very cognizant about materialistic comforts and how important they were. He worked hard for it and he acquired wealth. I don't know to what extent, but he was self-sufficient and lived a comfortable life. If he went on to have a family, I definitely do believe that he might have left some legacy for his family. Okay, but so far I see that these two survived. We haven't got to the others. Survived the ordeal. So this card, we have the Ace of Coins, y'all. There are some commonalities to everyone so far. We have the Ace of Coins. Did we not get Ace of Coins even for Maurice? I think we got the Ace of Coins for George, we got it for Jeannie, we got it for Maurice as well. Business, this whole thing is tied to business. And then we have the Six of Cups. Look at this card, it's so beautiful. This card to me signifies nostalgia. Oh my God. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One is missing, or am I not seeing it? Oh my God. Nostalgia for family and for siblings. Wishing things where he could turn back the clock. That is something he always felt and kept very close to his heart till the day he died. Always missing the siblings, wishing they could all be together. And he tried very hard to find peace and comfort, but I don't think he was with everybody. The feeling of nostalgia, I wish we could go back to the way we were, happy and free and loving and having fun and that sort of a thing. No, nothing else to say with that card. Just feeling nostalgia. I think between Maurice and Louis, I think this fellow was all, and surprising because you think Cancerians are very sensitive, right? But I would say this guy missed them a lot more than, I think Maurice, after a certain point, he might have just blocked it out, but this guy, this kid, Louise, I think he really, really missed the family. He really wished he could go back and recapture the past. So for him, that was very important. That ate him up. I wouldn't be surprised if he himself, if he had survived, if he did survive, he went on to have a large family himself. No, I'm not ready for you yet. Come back here. So next, nostalgia basically means feeling a sense of, I wouldn't say loss, I wouldn't say sadness, but feeling a little, I suppose, sad for how things used to be, right? Thinking about the past and saying, oh, I wish we could go back to that. Feeling a little sad, feeling a little lonesome, feeling a little lost, and really wishing that you can turn back the clock to the way things used to be way back when, happier times. So, now, Martha Lee Sodder, she was born on January 22nd, 1933. She's an Aquarius. So let's see who pops up. Oh, what are the odds? Aquarius card was one card for Louise, right? Let's see if it continues. Virgo. Who else got Virgo? The dad got Virgo, right? I'm going to have to, very rarely do I go back and watch the videos. I'm going to do that for this one because I know there are some. Hey Cindy Sue, I'm glad you made it because I feel there are some similarity. I mean, there are some commonalities here. So 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2. Okay. Wait, yeah. So they have 2 earth signs, 2 water signs, and 1 air sign of the 5 children. Oh, my pleasure. So Martha Lee Sodder, January 22nd, 1933. She's an Aquarius. Carrie George, you're welcome. 10 of Cups. Oh, come on, focus. I'm going to take these 2 guys. 9 of Coins. 8 of Coins. Beautiful card. Come on, focus. Look at that card. This guy, 5 of Wands. This one was the same card she got with the mom, got that card, right? Princess of Cups. Come on, man. This thing is not focusing. Okay. So she was 12 years, 33 January. So, 12 years old. Oh, this is a covered card. We need that. So for her, she got Virgo, right? And she is an Aquarius. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house. 8th house talks about will, secrets, death, regeneration, occult, sexual energy, finances. And she also has a 9th house and 3rd house. 9th house is father, distant travel, higher education, intellect. 3rd house is immediate environment and short trips. But see, now I'm a bit confused because I wouldn't be surprised if Martha was actually not too far away from the family. I don't think she died. Well, the last card. I'm going to flip the last card right now for this one because that will indicate whether... No, I won't. Let's leave it. I don't think that she moved. She didn't die. Well, right now, based on the cards that I'm seeing, Well, hang on a second. She's got the 8th house too, right? So I'm going to open this card. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. She's got the 5 of coins. So because she's got the 8th house here, which also signifies death, and then she's got the 5 of coins. See, but I'm going to say, I don't think she moved too far away from where this whole thing happened. I think she was alive. She didn't die in the fire, but I do believe that she did live after that incident. But I do believe that when she passed, she was really not too far away from the geographical location that is, where was it? Somewhere in Fayetteville, right? In with the Virginias. I don't think she was much further away from there. You know what I mean? And then we have the 9 of coins, and the 9 of coins to me tells me that luxury, self-sufficiency. I'm going to go so far as to say she survived the fire. She didn't move too far away from where that incident happened. And when she passed, she was in fair proximity to Fayetteville or wherever that place is, whatever that place is called. I had it written down somewhere here. What's it called? Fayetteville, West Virginia. But I'm also going to go so far as to say I wouldn't be surprised if she actually did end up getting married and settling down and had the ability to be able to be self-sufficient and also like be well provided for, like within reasonable, not that she was a multi-gazillionaire, but she was well provided for, was happy, was able to live a fairly decent life. But the 8 of coins tells me that it's almost like she had to work for it, and there was a lot of, am I going to go so far as to say web of lies? No, but it was like she couldn't get out of that situation even though she knew where her parents were and all that. Somehow she was trapped. So she couldn't get out of that environment to go reach out to her parents. I wonder if she was somehow absorbed back into the family that was responsible for all this destruction, because there is romance over there. Did she get absorbed back and was forcibly made to marry somebody else, right? Like they might have, I don't know, y'all. This card is showing me she had a family life, so that means she must have lived to be an adult, because they wouldn't have forcibly married her off at 12 years to anybody, right? I hope not. But I also feel like the marriage might have been, she was well provided for, but it was also like a web where she had to constantly work at being, putting up a facade, you know what I mean? She had to constantly work at that. It was almost like a web that she was caught in. I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with being married into the same family. But the Princess of Cups also talks about being a little rebellious emotionally, like almost like cutting off emotions, right? So it's like, okay, all right, fine. So I ended up getting married to this, whoever the person was. I'm going to pretend like I really am into all of this, but I'm not. I'm just going to hold back my emotions, and I'm going to emotionally withhold affection. and going to be a little rebellious that way, if you know what I mean. Then we have the Five of Coins here, and the Five of Coins does talk about um, having the fear of being left out in the cold as far as finances are concerned, and being very, very concerned about a long time financial security, being threatened, being concerned about that. But see, here again, there is some sort of a connection with the church over here. So I wonder if she finally, towards the end of her life, gave up her worldly existence and went and joined the church or a monastery or something, or there was a lot of dependency on the church for solace. But I do believe that when she died, she actually did pass. I don't believe she's alive now. I do believe she might have passed in a poorer financial situation than she was. You get what I'm saying? See, if any of these people had survived, they would be in their late 90s, late 80s to early 90s. And am I going to go so far as to say, oh no, there's no way they would have survived it? A lot of people live up to be, well into their early 90s, mid 90s. You hear people living to be 99, 100, whatever. So who's to say? Oh my God, I just suddenly feel my energy kind of completely kind of just. We'll get into that. We'll get into all of those questions you'll have over there, or statements. Hey, Sherilyn, how are you? Hey, Marcy, how are you? Amberly Rose, hey girl, how are you? Yeah, there was a lot of drama going on. Everybody was in on this, Yeah, there was a lot of drama going on. It was definitely purposefully. I certainly believe that the fire department were purposefully held back until the house burnt down. This was a very clear message being given to the father. Very clear message. So the reason the younger ones, I feel were taken away was because it's easier to manage them than older children, correct? So we have the Earth card for Jeannie Sodder. Now Jeannie Sodder has the same name as the mother. So she was born on September 19, 1937. She's a Virgo. Am I surprised? The Earth card has popped up. I think she was a cutie. I think she looked like the mother. I do believe the father was a little bit more attached to her because he might have said, you look more like your mom, or you remind me of your mom, or that sort of a thing. I missed something. Somebody said something. Somebody said something. I missed it. Okay. So right out we have the Eight of Wands. I think Eight of Wands had just popped up for Mata. You see there's a continuity over there, right? Hey Ginger. How do they do the red and black swirls? Oh girl, that's like trade secret. Actually, I asked him, like I had taken a call. I said I wanted red and black, and I asked him, can you do that? And he didn't have the material for it. So he went and asked another technician, hey, how can you do this? And a little bit of a language barrier, right? I mean, no offense meant, but even though they speak English, is very highly accented, so I had to kind of explain to them. And then finally I took a pen and I sketched it, and he goes, oh, you want me to paint? I said, no, I don't want you to paint. And so they went and, I don't know y'all, they finally found a small square bit of foil somewhere, and they came and stuck that foil on me. And he was mad at her. He was like, don't use up all the foil. She goes, no, let me try and see if it comes out properly on my nail first. So yeah, it's foil. And then they had to paint over it. So There goes my trade secret. It's not a swirl, Ginger. Let me show you. Because Ginger is asking. It's not a swirl. You see that? It's like a foil. It's almost like that dragon thing, the Chinese dragon. You know, you usually see these kind of reds and blacks in it reminds you of the dragons or whatever. Again, don't come at me because I said Chinese and stuff like that. People will be like, oh my god. No, I'm just saying, okay? It's not like a diss at them. Whenever you think of anything like, the Chinese New Year or whatever, you see dragons and you see reds and you see blacks, and I love those colors, so that's what I mean. Yeah, it's really nice. Hey Donna. Hey, drive safe, okay? Thank you for joining us. Have a good day at work. Hope it's easy for you today. Okay, and then we have the Justice card. Ooh, for little Jeannie, there's a Justice card for her. Wait, what is her sign? She's a Virgo. Okay. Prince of Coins. Have you noticed a lot of earth energy popping up for all these people thus far, right? Eight of Coins, continuity from Mata's, right? She too had the Eight of Coins. Reflection. That is the Hangman. And I flipped it over. So, okay. We have the Four of Cups and the King of Swords. I'm sorry I flipped it over. I just instinctively. So, will you take it? Four of Cups and the King of Swords for her. Interesting. Oh my goodness. So, Jeannie Sodder, she's a Virgo, September 19, 1937. We have the Earth sign here, which is Virgo. I think she was a cutie. I think this to me talks about, somebody who was girly and that sort of a thing. How old was she? Oh my God. She was like 7 years old. Cute thing, right? And then we have the Eight of Wands. I do believe she was very active. We have the Justice card, which is a Libra card. So that is the second house for her, which talks about values, talents, possessions, etc. She's all about, that sort of a thing as a young girl. Oh, I want to be this, Dad. I want to be that. I want to be Miss Universe. I want to be, beauty queen. And, kids at that age, I want my unicorn and my pony and that sort of a girly thing. I think that's what endeared her more to the father, because I don't know if Martha was like that. Martha was more cerebral and creative, that sort of a way. Then we have the Prince of Coins, which does talk about a patient. She had this little child had a lot of patience. A lot of patience. For a child that age, you wouldn't think, but she had a lot of patience. She was willing to wait her turn, that sort of a thing. If everybody said, okay, Jeannie, you have to wait, okay, fine, Mom, I'll wait. And she was also the kind of little child, I would say, between, I don't know about Betty yet, but between Martha and Jeannie, I would say she was the one who wanted to be all girly and get dressed and be patient, and I can't wait to grow up to be like so and so. That sort of an energy is what I get from her. Then we have the Eight of Coins. Again, for her, this working on something, working on her creativity, working on whatever it is was her, when we talk about values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income, that sort of a thing, working. She went on to be a working individual, I do believe. I don't think she died either in the fire. But then we have reflection. I do believe, as much as she was a Virgo, this young child had the ability to always put things in perspective. Always put things in perspective. I can imagine a scenario where the dad had come home, maybe upset after a long days at work, and she'd be like, don't worry, Daddy, everything will be fine. maybe this is why this person did this. Maybe he might have griped about something, and she'd say, no, maybe they fell and they got, in the kids' terms, maybe they got hurt, maybe they were sad, maybe, so she had that ability to look at things from a different perspective, which is very endearing. This child is very, very sweet and very endearing. Then you have the Four of Cups and the King of Swords. So, and I said the sixth card I would close, but I just opened it, so I'll take it. So the Four of Cups, again, the fact that I decided to just take it open instinctively, it popped out that way, goes to show she was also very open about her emotions. If she was sad, she had no problem sharing that I was sad. If she was happy, she had no problem sharing. Very open, or very transparent, very easy. That's the word that comes to mind with her. So whenever she felt sad, she'd talk about it. If she were happy, she'd talk about it. But I'll tell you, this child, with her ability to look at things from different perspectives, even at her age, having the ability to put things in perspective and yet look at things in different perspective, and creative too. I do believe she was creative. She was very patient. But with the Four of Cups, she would be the kind of a child who would, if somebody were upset, let's say her peers in school or whatever, would say, okay, I'll give you this candy. Would you feel better now? That's the energy I get from this child. I don't know. It's just in my face. She'd be the one who says, oh, you know what, it's okay, I'll give you this, maybe you'll feel better. That kind of a thing. Her energy is like, this one would have been a creative person, y'all. This one would be a creative person. Always wanting to find peace, doing the right thing. Even though she's a Virgo, trying to find balance. She would be somebody who would be a good mediator, who would be like, listen, don't worry, okay, calm down, all right, fine. She said that, okay, that sort of a thing, trying to make peace. But then you have the King of Swords. Now with this King of Swords, this is not her energy, I don't think. I wouldn't be surprised if for whatever reason this young lady might have passed sooner than any of the others. I would say she would have been the first one to go. I don't think, did she survive? Yes, but I think she was the first one. Of all of these so far, she would have been the first one to pass. I get the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups, yes. She would have been the first one to pass, and I don't believe she died a natural death. She did not die a natural death. Did she pass in the fire? No. But she was the first one to pass off these 5 siblings. It was not a natural death. Complete devastation, right? And then the Nine of Cups. This does talk about, in the traditional tarot, wishes coming true and things like that. But I do feel that she saw something that she shouldn't have seen. And then it was like, we need to get rid of her. She saw something that she shouldn't have seen, and they were concerned about it. She watched, she saw something, and they were like, no, too much of a risk. So, oh my God. I do believe that a couple of I don't know, y'all. I'm going to go so far as to say I don't think all these kids were at home. I think some of them were purposefully removed before the fire was even started. So I wonder, when I say she saw something, I wonder if she saw who started the fire, and they realized. She must have said, I saw you do that, you're a bad man. Kids say things like that, and they would be like, oh shoot, we can't have that flying around. I mean, that is how I think it might have gone down. Betty Dolly Sodder, born on March 4th, 1940. She was 5 years. She's a Pisces. We have Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 8. What are the odds? Emotions, home, mother, family, roots, and 8. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know where this is going. Yeah, I would say of all of them, Genie would have been the old soul. At least of all the 5 of them. Hi Robin, how are you? Good to see you here. Reflection. Justice. Y'all, exactly this. Justice was a center card for Genie, and reflection was, Justice was the second card and reflection was the 5th card. For little Betty, just reflection is the first card and justice is the second card. You see what I'm saying? It's like there are some commonalities here, y'all. It's like, I don't know. And Mercury rules Virgo, and it rules Gemini, and Genie is a Virgo. 7 of Swords. One of the boys got the 7 of Swords, didn't they? Then we have 2 of Swords. 3 of Cups. This is the first time we've got the 3 of Cups here. Oh no, yeah, 3 of Cups first time. Oh, I turned this one, and you have the Tower card. Okay, but I'm going to take out one more card and I'm going to keep it closed for her. Let me look up something here of this deck, okay, which I'm not using. I think we got the 3 of Wands for somebody, 3 of Coins for somebody. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this Betty. So she was Pisces. She's got Gemini here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4th house and 8th house, and she also has 5th house and 3rd house. Oh, she's got a lot. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, and 8. Okay, so 3rd house is immediate environment and short trips. 4th house is emotions, home, mother, family, roots, affairs at the end of life. 5th house is speculation, kids, etc. And 8th house is death. Oh my God. I don't think this one survived, y'all. I don't think this one survived. Mm-mm. I'm going to open this last one here. The Magnus. Oh my God. No, y'all. Okay. What I'm going to go with this one was, I don't think she's alive today. Did she die in the fire? I don't think so. This one I know she isn't alive today. I would not be surprised if this one was adopted to somebody, like somebody adopted her. The decision maker. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody adopted her, because somebody must have lost a child, and then this one must have said, okay, you know, let's adopt her out. We don't have to, like, you know, I would not be surprised if she was adopted out. I would not be surprised. With the Justice card, this decision was justified by ding dong ding along. And the Justice card is Libra, right? And she is a Pisces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So, and then you have the Seven of Swords. She had a tough time, probably until she was 7 or 8 years old. She had a very, very difficult time trying to comprehend all of this. A lot of drama, a lot of tantrums, not understanding what happened, a lot of trauma, okay, and mercurial energy, a lot of flipping, having breakdowns, a lot of tantrums, because as a young child, she couldn't understand what was all this about. Seven of Swords does talk about wanting to run away, throwing tantrums, feeling like, what did you do to my daddy and my mommy, that type of a thing, because she didn't understand. She couldn't comprehend the whole big picture. But I do believe that they finally, I do believe that once all that drama was settled down, until she was 7 or 8 years, I think she had that issue. She did have siblings, right? Not her biological siblings, but whoever. And I think she went on to have siblings, and she was fine for a few years. And her moment of going back in time and reflecting on what transpired in her life must have transpired when she was about between the ages of 12 to 15. I think that's when things started sinking in, because of flashback memories, maybe caught some conversations and that sort of stuff between the ages of 12 and 15. And then she has the Two of Swords, saying that at that time she had to compromise or make a decision of whether I want to run away or not. But unfortunately, that was foiled, and she was kept on close watch. And from that moment of time, her freedom was curtailed, because the Tower does talk about disillusionment and destruction, etc. From that time onwards, I do believe her freedom was a little bit more limited. She was closely watched. This young lady, the youngest child, I think she was adopted out. She did go on to have 3 siblings, but not biological, obviously. But around the age of 12 to 15, I think, is when she started realizing, comprehending the severity and the depth and the horror of what transpired. But the reason she was specifically adopted out was some sort of a control, because this one needed to think about it, whether he could use her as a bargaining tool with George Sodder. And he was also very mercurial about it. I don't know if any of those people are alive today. Of course, there is an off chance that they could be, any of these 5 kids. But think about it, they were all born, 1940 would make it what? Now we are in 60, 70, 80, 82 years. If Betty had survived, she'd be like 82 years now, right? 40 to 60, 70, 80, yeah, she'd be 82 years. She would have just celebrated her 82nd birthday, so I hope she's alive. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they're all alive. And then you have 1931, 82 plus 9 is 91 years old, so Maurice would be 91, and do the math, right? So, okay, we're done with that. So let's see if you all have any questions. Tanya Hines, I'm late, but hey Tanya, how are you? Oh, are you the one who requested this, Tanya? Yeah, I couldn't remember. I know a couple of people did. So, yeah, you're right. 3, 5, 6, and 8. Yeah, 3, 5. Yeah, you're right. An immediate environment. So definitely, I do believe this had something to do with the dad's immediate environment. I wouldn't be surprised. And if you all are saying he was a banker or whatever, I'm sure there must have been some. Oh, hello. There must have been some drama going on with regards to, maybe they were trying to launder money, and he was like, hell no, and they must have warned him, they must have tried to bribe him, they must have done all of that, and he must have said, well, he must have given the birdie, and they were like, oh, you want to do that? All right, we'll do that. Okay, you want to take that, who's Sylvia? Who's Sylvia though? Okay, did the parents find out definitively that the kids had survived? I'm going to go so far. Hang on, let's see what the father's thing comes up now. Hang on. Let me see. King of Coins, right? 5 of Wands. This 5 pops up a lot. The Star card. Yeah, I'm going to say definitely the father realized what was going on. It was all about balancing accounts. Right? Let's settle the score. Let's balance the accounts. 5 of Wands. Yeah, no, I don't agree with you. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to stop you. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to toe the line. To the Star card saying, hey, listen, I'll help you if you help me. Okay, I'll help you if you help me. The father was very strict about his standing his ground. I'm getting to that question, hang on. And then you have the King of Swords. The father had a feeling, I'm going to go so far as to say that he had a strong feeling that the children were killed. Okay, initially he was like, they're not going to keep them alive. He had a strong feeling that the kids were executed. But he had some hopes for at least the older boys. He had some hopes for them. He carried a lot of burden. I don't think the father, he blames himself 100% for it. And the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. He was hoping and he was wishing that at least the boys would have survived, He wasn't too sure about the girls though. But I'm going to say he really, really, really blamed himself for it. I do believe that, see, this card tells me that I do believe the father hoped the boys survived, y'all. See, it's a funny thing. Where is this? But I don't think, hang on 1 second, why can't I reach this thing? Because I have so much junk over here. Oh my God. Really? Why do you not want to open? There we go. Yes, y'all. This whole story that they have going on about the 2 boys, I think it's true. I think the father did hear from them, or somebody told the father that the 2 boys had survived. I wouldn't be surprised if the father actually did meet the boys, but for whatever reason, I think for the safety and security of the family, I think they were warned and they didn't want to disclose that because they were threatened. Absolutely. That part of it I do believe. The cards are saying yes, the father did meet them. The father did know that the 2 boys survived, but the boys didn't want to give it up because, and to say yes because they were threatened. Huh, interesting. Must be because they've taken on different identities, my Max. But my Max, didn't you also just say that the last surviving Sodder was Sylvia? Oh, she was probably one of the older children, right? Oh, well, I don't know. Because if these were like what 11, I'm sorry, wait, 31, 14, 10 and under. So Sylvia, oh wow, when did she die though? You said 2021. so much of sadness. The father blames himself 100%. Eight of Cups. Emotionally checked out. Yeah, none of the older children spoke out in later years, isn't that? We don't even know. Six of Cups, wishing for the missing children. The father, a lot of nostalgia. Emotionally, he's checked out and really, really wishing for the missing children, the younger ones. Really missing the younger kids. Yeah, I'm sure they did, but then again, King of Coins, yeah, kicking himself up. King of Coins, right? Banker, somebody who's good with money, that sort of a thing. Wishing he hadn't played that game. Wishing he hadn't been so strict with his whatever, saying that no, I'm not. But feeling completely that the reason for all this happening, he blames himself because of the decision he made with his career. That is what destroyed everything. They try to manipulate him, they try to control him, they try to use him as a gopher for money laundering, absolutely. And he kicks himself. He says, if I hadn't been so strict about it, if I hadn't stood up to them, I would still have my family. The father, he completely blames himself for it. This is definitely linked to organized crime. That's what I've been saying from the beginning. Ten of Cups, feeling so overwhelmingly emotionally and Ten of Cups in a way is good depending on where the card comes and what the reading is and what the questions are. But here this is showing the father's complete emotional breakdown. Prince of Coins. He's more about the two boys, because I think the story about him having met the two boys is true. But see, even here he's showing about the two boys. He was wishing that he could bring those two boys back home. But that's another disappointment, how the boys were like, no, we are not your kids. Four of Coins. See? Holding on to the hope and the dream that they will come through someday, and, holding on and wishing that the boys would come clear. Okay, holding on. Insecurity, yes, but also holding on. And Five of Cups. That's how the father died. Five of Cups, completely emotionally broken down. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Can you imagine the burden the father might have had? Very, very sad. It's knowing that the decision you made caused you the life of, 5 kids. The mother is not popping up that strongly in the reading though, surprisingly, but we can ask how it was. Jeannie Cyprian. I want to go so far as to say there was some connection between the Ciprianis and the organized crime. I'm going to go so far as to say that. Yep. Total complete loss for the mother. There is some connection between the Ciprianis and the organized crime. There is a connection. So that's her issue. Karma. Oh my goodness. The Wheel of Fortune. Power, movement. Eight of Coins. The Web of Lies. Continuing to work under the pretext of trying not to face reality. Four of Cups. Oh my God. Feeling unfulfilled. Completely this is not what I was expecting. But the thing is, comfort in, oh, you have other kids? Yeah, but no. This is not what I expected you all to do. Princess of Swords. I do believe she was very harsh, the mother, with the that side of the family. I think the mother had some connections with the mafia. I'm going to say that. Princess of Swords, Princess of Wands, and Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. I wonder if the mother had a sister and it was the sister's husband side of the family. That's the connection I'm getting. Princess of Wands and Princess of Swords. And then you have the Ace of Cups over there. It's like, okay, so who drinketh from the cup of happiness? I think there's some family connection and drama over there. That's I just answered that question, Afro-Human. I said there's a family connection there. Okay, moving on. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop this, y'all, because this is getting a little much. There's some family connection to the mafia from the Ciprianis for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a sibling, either like as a sister or a cousin, female cousin, and somebody must have been connected to whoever, and some drama happened over there. It's yeah. All right, so let's ask if you all have any other questions. Otherwise, we'll shut it down because there's no point in going on and on over here. So, yeah, there's definitely some, yeah, unfortunately. But I want to say, y'all, this is like really, really, really sad. I mean, it's see, when organized crime can bump off. What is the name of that guy? The fellow who was the, oh my God, I did John. He was the America's. Oh my God, my pleasure, Sheldon. Thank you, Alia. I will actually consider doing Naomi Judd. I will do that. What is the name of that guy who was, they say that he's buried somewhere under the cement or something. What's his name, y'all? I did a reading for him, remember, after Marilyn Monroe? Or I did his reading first and then did Marilyn. Oh my God, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about, right? Damn it, what's his name? John something. I could actually do something. Jimmy Hoffa, yeah, right? I mean, if they can get Jimmy Hoffa bumped off, between the government and the mafia, you think this guy who's a bank manager can be handled? Yeah, I mean, not a big deal. Seriously, I mean, no, we can. America's Most Wanted, we can do that. You know what? Let's do this now because you said America's Most Wanted. I know I did a reading for what's that fool? Casey White, right? I think I threw away his date of birth and all that. Hang on 1 second. It might still be in the trash. Oh, that's not him. That's not it. Oh my God. I thought I had that paper still here. Or do I not? Oops. Ah, damn. That's not what I wanted to happen. Come on, dudes. Yeah. Oh my God, it's in the trash. I just went dumpster diving, y'all. I have my waste paper basket. I still have Thomas Edward White and Casey Cole White, right? Oh my God. Yeah, Sharon, what's going on with your mom? I'm seeing some comments here. I wonder if Jeannie's family that held the 5 children could be. Who knows? What's going on with your mom? Is she like going downhill fast? Oh, that's terrible. Does anybody have this Casey Cole White's date of birth? Because that would really help. If anybody has, let me also look. If any of y'all can find his date of birth, that'll be cool. Casey Cole White, right? Let me see. Casey Cole White. D.O.B. I'm looking too. If anybody has his date of birth. Yeah, we know he's 6 feet 9 inches tall. I don't care, but I just want to know his date of birth. Biography. Okay, wait. Okay. We don't have his date of birth, y'all. Ah, shoot. Does anybody have Casey Cole White's birth date? Debbie, hey, how are you? Good to see you here. Oh, okay, John Walsh. Okay, I hear what you say. Well, maybe sometime I should do a reading on John Walsh too. Okay, so I don't have his date of birth and I couldn't find it to save my life, so it's okay. Let's just pull some cards for that tool, right? Let's figure out that tool. I don't want to use this deck for him. This deck is too nice. He's not worth it. He is not worth it. Hello. Oh, did you email it to me? Oh, hang on, honey. I'm sorry. Hang on. Thank you, Gypsy Girl. Hang on. I think her email just might have popped up. Okay, Casey Cole White. Let me see if she did email it to me. No. Oh. I don't know what she said. Let me see. Yeah, I have his name, but I don't know his date of birth. Did you? Gypsy Girl, Sodder Kids, birthday. Who's this? Oh yeah, you did, girl. Oh yeah, I got it after the fact. My bad. So now let's see. Actually, let's do this. So what's this? Hang on, y'all. Cool. I know when I did that, that was 9. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I got it, girl. I got it. Yeah. And then we have Vicky, Sue. I'm not going to do one for her, but both of them for 9. Shucks. Okay, what is Casey's 8/20/1983, right? So August 20, 1983, and she is August 19th. Oh my God. 1965, and they went missing on May 9, 2022, which is 2. So 8, 9, 10, 20, 30. Oh my God, 30. 8 plus 10 is 18, plus 10 is 28. 28 plus 5 is 33. 33 plus 6 is 39, and that is 12. And 2 plus, hang on. So 10, 20, 28, 39. Well, I am not surprised. At all, y'all. Not at all. Okay, August 20th and August 19th, right? So May 9th was Taurus. Hang on, y'all. This is interesting. And so August 20th and August 19th are both Leos. Oh my God, this is crazy. Are you ready? All right. Okay. Whoa, I missed a whole lot. Okay, I got it. Donna Gamble. Yeah, Donna, you asked me about it. I will do that reading, Boy in the Suitcase, but not right now. I just want to do this one for. Okay, let's. Donna, I will do that reading, Donna. Absolutely. Gypsy Girl, if you can just make a note of it and just keep it, because I don't want to put it in my phone now, because I'll be, taking time away from this. So let's just, if you can, please make a note. Okay, here's the thing. Cassie Cole White, born on August 20th, 1983. He's a Leo. Vicky Sue White, born on August 19th, 1965. She's a Leo too, and she died in Taurus season. That's on May 9, 2022. So let's do this. So both of them, 9 and 3rd house. 3, 9, and 2. Okay, this is where they have a lot in similar. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if he also dies in Taurus season. Mark my words. I wouldn't be surprised. So 2, 3. So second house is values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income. And then 3rd house is immediate environment, and 9th house is, yeah, these are the same things that popped up. Where's a sheet of paper? Yeah, it's not much different. I got the 9th house, 2nd house, exactly. Same thing, yeah. 3rd, 9th, and 2nd. Validates that even if I don't do numerology, the cards still give me the answers. Who died? Keanu died? No. What are you talking about? No, he didn't die. Who said Keanu died? I think Arya just asked if we can do a reading for him. I don't think he is. It would have been all over the news. I would have done a reading for him. He's another classy guy, I tell y'all. Oh, yeah. No, he's very much alive. Sunshine Dragonfly, you're living in another world. You better pay attention, because you just kind of throw everything asunder, and it's kind of a little bit annoying, actually. Yeah, Keanu's energy would be really good too. Really. No, I don't want to do Julie Garland. No. Not interested. I have my own opinions about her, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, focus. Okay, focus. Casey White, I don't even know what this is. Aries. Did I not get Aries for him too over there that day? Go back and watch. Capricorn. Really bunny. Uranus. Okay, we are going to do 5. Neptune. I'm sorry I didn't show you this. Neptune. Ego. Very ego driven. Oh, hell yeah. And the water card. Very, very ego driven. I mean, for him, it's like, I'm sorry he's ugly as AF, but he thinks his poo don't stink, but he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He isn't any of anything, so he can get over his sorry ass. He really has a really big ego. I mean, he seriously thinks he is like the .com of whatever, but he isn't. So he's a Leo, right? So Aries is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 9th house. Yeah, 9th house. And he has a 9th activated here. So 9th house is Aries. It is showing up. Yep. 6th house, work, health and discipline and habits. Uranus, sudden shocks, yes. Neptune, confusion, illusions and dreams. That card definitely did pop up in his reading. And we have very strong Saturn energy. 1, 2, 6th house, yes. And we have water again, 6th house. He is very good at weaving castles in the air. He is very, very good at emotionally manipulating people. Very, very big inflated ego. This guy is he's very deceptive and whatever. He's very, very, very super impulsive. Super, super duper impulsive. He will go on to kill. If he ever gets out, he will go on to kill. This is one of those people who should never be let out. Exactly, he's so tall, 6'9". I would think that that at that height people will notice, right? It's like, how? Knight of Pentacles, okay. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, a lot of 9s here, y'all. So again the 9th house. So we have Knight of Pentacles, we have 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, right? Yeah, this guy, I wouldn't be surprised if he dies in Taurus season or Capricorn season. 8 of Swords. The Moon card, yeah. He's going to try to escape again, or he's going to try to commit suicide. He doesn't want to be in jail. It's so against his ego. Knight of Pentacles, he's going to try to escape again. He is definitely going to offer some money to somebody and say, get me out of here again. Because he has got some money stashed away. Did Vicky really kill herself or was it him? Good question. Hang on. Nevi Catchy. My grandma is Donna. Okay, I don't know who that is, but okay. Thank you for joining us, Nevi. Okay. So he is definitely going to offer somebody else money and say, look, the last time it was a big bust, but I have all her money, I've stashed it away. How much of it is true or not, I don't know, in the sense that how much of Vicky's money has he got stashed, but there's a possibility he could have, I'll offer you this, that and the other, try and get me out of here. Grief stricken. You know what I'm going to say with this card here popping up the way it has? There is a little bit of sadness in him that she passed. Little bit of sadness. Then we have 9 of Pentacles, okay? That is, again with the 9th house, it does talk about wanting to distance himself from being restricted. He does not want to be in jail. And then he has a Pisces card, the Moon card, which is Neptune, and Neptune is right here again. He is in a state of complete trauma because of what has transpired, because he thinks this was a one and done. He thought it was a one and done because of who Vicky is. He thought if at all anybody gets him out, it could be her, and the fact that it didn't work out, he's very, very upset. He does not want to be incarcerated. He will do this again. He's going to try again. Ace of Swords. There is going to be another conflict where he's going to try again. He is going to hurt himself and he is going to hurt somebody else. That's for sure. Now the question that you all have in terms of, did Vicky kill herself or did he kill her? Let's ask. I think she killed herself, but Maybe, yeah. I don't know who Donna is, DAWNA. I mean, she's a member of our community. I'm not unable to place her, but anyway, welcome, Nivea. Have I seen your name here before? I think so. Yeah, Delvin, it's a good idea for him to stop committing crimes, but he won't. He won't. He won't. He will go on to kill again. King of Wands, yes, he took action. I think he might have told her, yeah, I think he might have told her, this is your time, Tay, because if you also go to jail, then there's no getting out of it. You have to decide. And she thought about it, Two of Pentacles. She did weigh the pros and cons. This card doesn't want to come out. And yeah, I'm going to say she killed herself. He said, I mean, this is your only chance. You need to decide. You need to decide. Yeah, he's forever going to be a criminal. So let's just put it that way. Interesting, my God. See, for him also 9, for her also 9, for him 3 and her 3 2. So it is like literally star-crossed. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm unable to. Have you heard of a little boy, Frank, who's native? No, I haven't. Who's that? Donna's name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Native boy. Okay. Absolutely. I don't know. Frank, I don't know who that is. Send me an email, Nivea. I will be more than happy to consider that case for a reading. Alright. So let's stop this and let's do something else. I don't want to end on a sad story, but or even if Gypsy Girl makes a note of it at some time, we can put it into motion or whatever. And then it would be, oh yeah, she would have been totally messed up. Oh, Donna Gamble. Oh. Like I was trying to figure out like what is going on. Like I know Donna, but I couldn't place, right? But yeah, good to meet you, Donna, and good to meet you again, Donna. And Nivea, good to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the real family. Yeah, I think I answered that question, my Max, in the reading I did. Oh, they said the bullet skimmed ahead. I didn't know that. Absolutely, ask your question, Susie. But to answer my Max's thing, I think in that reading I did say they were people who were aware that some nonsense was going on. They had a vague feeling if walls could talk, that sort of a thing. It was all whispered, but nobody thought it was going to happen that quick. Can I ask? Okay, not personal. Okay, so what's your question, Susie Q? Alexis gave Perry. I remember that. I think I had said that a female was also involved in it, right? Have they been able to track down that female? If they get that female, they will know what happened to Alexis. Will Roe versus Wade? Okay, I have no idea what that is. Okay, please help me. What does Roe versus Wade actually be overturned? What is this? Are you talking about? I had to stop anyway okay. Roe. Okay, let me see what this Roe. I don't know what. Like I'm blank. Roe was okay. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, chica. Okay. I of course had to draw a blank, right? They're searching for, yeah, they should, the abortion law. I was like, yeah, I've drawn a blank. I don't know, girl. I don't know about that. I don't know. I have my own opinions with regards to abortions, right? I mean, think about it. Like, supposing it's a very, very, wait, hang on. Yeah. They should search the boyfriend's house. Donna Gambler, you're asking about Casey? Yeah, he's a career criminal. Okay, let's answer these questions. Alexis, Gabe, they should look at the boyfriend's house. They should go and see who that woman is. They will definitely find that. We're talking about the abortion law. What if science proves that the child, the fetus is not viable, or what if the doctors say even if you carry to the 4th month? I think they said whatever semester, right? I don't know. Even if the doctor says even if you carry the fetus after the whatever semester that they are trying to push and say beyond that you can't, it's not going to be chances of or whatever deformities or serious health issues or survival rate is less than 1 or 2%. Then what happens? Is it better to terminate the pregnancy or continue and have the mother go through the trauma of knowing very well the child is not going to survive, but yet go through the motions of pregnancy because some governor sitting somewhere said, no, we won't allow it. Think about that, okay? Second thing, in the case of incest, rape, such things like that, why are we forcing those women and young girls and kids to have that pregnancy continue and to have a child? Why are we forcing them? Right? I think they should have a choice and say, I was molested, I was raped, it was incest, I don't want to have this child. And think about this, if it is incest, right, you already have one family member, not already have. Incest is basically a family member who probably has the same genetic code or whatever. So the chances of that child coming to this world with a lot of medical, health, mental, physical deformities is very high. Who's going to deal with that? Not only has this young girl or this child or this female been in an incestuous relationship, maybe not voluntarily, obviously, maybe it was forced on her, and she's already gone through that trauma, and now you expect her to carry this child to full term, and the child, we know science has proven, let's say in that particular case, the doctors say this child is going to have, sonograms or whatever, is going to have this, and deformity. Why should this young girl, for no fault of hers, who are we to take away her opportunity to put all this behind her and start a new life? We're still kind of pushing her further into that well and saying, no, you're going to continue to suffer the consequences of that traumatic experience, even though it was not your fault for the rest of your life. Think about that. Second thing is, who's going to bear the financial cost of having to take care, provide the health and the medical care and all that stuff for that child and mother? What if that mother is not financially capable of doing it, then that burden falls on the state, all right? Look at America today, like medical insurance is so ridiculous, so freaking ridiculous. It's just crazy. So who does that burden fall on again, right? Think about that. I truly believe this is all just a ploy for votes. It's trying to rile up the conservatives, right, in terms of religious conservatives or whatever, to say, oh, we don't believe in abortions and this, that, and the other, and that sort of a thing. We also have to look at all the different scenarios. What if the mother is pregnant, but continuing on with the pregnancy is going to jeopardize her health? It could be a death sentence for her. Then what happens? I don't know, y'all. I do believe that there have been cases where women have been forced to terminate a very healthy pregnancy, much against their wishes, and that is not right. I get it, right? But that's a small percentage, right? A woman is forced to continue with the pregnancy, and no, you cannot abort this child, you have to have this child, and that sort of thing is different. There should be something in place where if she chooses to, then she should have been protected. So that's a very small percentage that has happened. But on the other hand, when you talk about incest and rape and this and that and all that drama, then it's not fair. She's already experienced such a traumatic event. And rather than giving her the benefit of doubt and giving her an opportunity and saying, you went through this for no fault of yours, okay, you are the victim. And because you're the victim, we are going to give you an opportunity to put all this behind you. It's your call, put all this behind you and start afresh, as opposed to, oh, you're the victim, so you're a victim anyway, we'll just make you a lifelong victim. Think about that. I don't think that's fair. I'm not going to do cards on that though, because it's a very sensitive subject. Right? Yeah, the mother's mental health, and I'm not sure they even, yeah, it's just politics. It's these buffoons sitting in wherever they sit, doing whatever, trying to kind of play with the emotions of the public. That's basically what these goddamn fools are doing. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, think about all the people, y'all. I mean, even in this day and age, be it a family who has the finances, educated, literate, who know the pros and cons, they go and get, they conceive, come to find out, the child has cerebral palsy or this or that. The toll that takes on the parents, it's incredible. The toll that takes on the other siblings, the able-bodied siblings, it's incredible. Okay, so this is, let's say, in a family where the parents are married and everything is fine, and they have a child like that, it's very hard. And then let's take that scenario and remove that mother from that relationship and have her as somebody who was molested, and then imagine if she ends up having a child like that. Like, I don't get it. It's all about these politicians. It's like, oh, look what I did. Oh yeah, it's all religion. It's just all playing on people's religious beliefs and playing on people's emotions, and it's all a ploy for votes and say, oh, we're going to, let's face it, there are some religious there are some religions in the world that do not condone terminating pregnancies. There are some religions in the world who do not condone contraception, right? It's I don't get it. We're 2022. Why do we have to live in the days of, way back when? Just politics is ridiculous. Everybody is calling. I just saw a quick clip of whoever. I will not vote because I don't think at this point in time anybody is worthy of it. It's not so much a question of being a Democrat or being a Republican for me. It's a question of what are we doing? What is the right thing to do for Americans or for the people? That's the question. Whoever is able to deliver on that is the person who's worthy of my respect. That's the way I look at it. Having said that, some of the things that comes out of these politicians' mouths, it's like ridiculous. It's like, dude, what are you smoking, man? Like, what the hell? Like, what is going on with you? Or even some of those female politicians. It's not just men. The other day, I won't mention this one's name, but we all know who she is. The way she was talking, and there was a clip I saw, and that's why I try to avoid the news. I'm like, I'd rather see videos of puppies and comedy and stuff rather than watch the news because it makes me mad. And I was like, you are put in a position where you can do so much, go down in history as being a female politician, let's just put it that way. And the way she spoke, I was like, I'm going to say this, okay? This is above 18, right? Wait, hold on. Nivea, is Nivea above 18? Is she in the house? We know Alia is 18, so that's fine. But anyway, this video is very clearly, my channel is not for kids. So that disclaimer was already there. And I was like, lady, what is your problem? You just need to go get laid. Go get laid. Maybe then you'll talk sense. There, I said it. I was so annoyed. I know you're going to be like, oh my God, Kirtana, what is that supposed to mean? What? Seriously, I was so annoyed. I was like, whatever. That's me speaking my mind. Oh my God. It's not, no, you don't need to be sorry about it. I mean, it's a welcome, we're just having a conversation. I'm not upset that you asked that question at all, but I'm definitely not going to do cards on that. I have to say though, seriously. But Susie Q, come on. I'm sorry I probably kicked a hornet's nest, but Susie Q, you're really not sorry. You had a reason to ask, so wink wink, it's all good. Oh my God. I know, it's so crazy. I was so upset, and the way she speaks and all that stuff, I'm like, what the hey? It is crazy. Somebody comes in and installs a project, and the next buffoon who comes will take it down. And then this buffoon will pop up 4 years later, and you'll be like, we should have. And then it's like every 4 steps you go forward, you take back 3 steps. So, how much progress is America making, really? Very disheartening. Oh my God. I'm telling you, it was just too much. And this other drama that they have this new chick who's in place of what's the other chick's name? The White House. Oh my God. Chief correspondent? No, not correspondent. Spokesperson. What is that? There's a new lady in place, right? Oh my God. What is the name? Press thingy. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, Susie Q, I'm on to you. No, it's all good. That's true, my mangs. But see, they're career politicians, y'all. Seriously. No, but what's that chick's name? I think she's a press secretary or something of the White House, right? The one lady, and she quit, and now they have another person. Jen Psaki. There's somebody else, yeah, press secretary now in her place, right? Right off the bat. Okay, this is crazy. Now, I would think if you are a press secretary for the White House, you're supposed to be very neutral. We know CNN is Democratic and Fox is Republican. We know that. But as a press secretary for the White House, I don't think it's appropriate for you to accuse any particular news channel or media or company of being a racist or not. You know who I'm talking about. This chick, she's just come into office, but she's already made comments like, oh, Fox has been racist from the beginning or not. Okay, whether they are or not, that's different. Let's leave that aside. But aren't you supposed to be neutral? What is your job? Is it your job to go around calling people out as racists or whatever? Or is your job to just hush and do your job as a press secretary? Like, am I living in another world? I don't know. Hey Donna, I think we're going to, Jen Psaki's replacement, that chick, Karine Jean Pierre something. But you know who I didn't like? Oh my God, Kellyanne Conway, and bye Donna, have a good evening, and thank you for inviting your granddaughter too. Kellyanne Conway, and who's the other chick who was there with Trump? She had one eyebrow go up like that. She looked just like her father who was a politician. I forget what that chick's name is. Exactly. So, I forget her name. But with Kellyanne Conway, I never liked her. Oh my God, I just didn't. Yeah, she looked like she's been rode hard and put away wet. Okay, she gave me the EBGBs. Okay, she always looked like she was exactly what I said. Sarah Sanders, that's another one. But I personally didn't like them. But you have to give them credit. She's been paid to do her job, and man, did she do her job. She didn't give a flying fiddlestick to what anybody ever said about her. She was paid X number of dollars as a salary or whatever her compensation was. She was very clearly given, like, go do this, and she delivered. Now, did I like her? No. I thought she was, I can't stand her. I just can't stand her. But damn it, I'm sorry. Dang it, did she do her job? Yeah, she did her job. She did exactly what they had wanted her to do. Exactly, she delivered. So, I mean, it's got to be tough for somebody in that position. People are belittling you, and people are talking behind your back, and people are calling you names, and yet to go there and put up a straight face and deliver. Yeah, she got paid a gazillion dollars, so heck yeah, she did her job. She was like, I'm going to do my job for X number of years, whatever, 2 years or whatever. I'm going to get my salary, and I'm just going to give everybody a birdie and walk off. But the thing with Kellyanne Conway is, even now she still has that attitude. I'm like, what are you trying to prove now, Kellyanne Conway? It's like, whatever. Yeah. I don't know if she will though, Susie Q. Good night, Sunshine Dragonfly. But yeah. But you gotta hand it to them though. These women going up there being press secretaries, it can't be easy. So, all right, y'all. Let's call it a night because we've been here for over 2 hours 45 minutes. But yeah, I have my own opinions about. Let's not talk about. Has anybody seen what's his face's name, Hunter Biden's paintings? I don't know, y'all. All that talk about somebody offering him $500 million for his painting or whatever the heck, I'm like, or 500,000 or million or whatever the heck the amount was. I'm like, but it's like, who's making those appraisals? Well, that's true too, she has been, you have to hand it to her though, Queenie. I mean, she's been through so much. And she's always been like very steady, and whatever happens behind the scenes with regards to her reign or her family or whatever, she's always maintained that image, right? For that, you gotta hand it to her. But you don't get to be a queen or a prince or a king. There is a price to pay, right? To be put in a position like that. So I'm sure they've paid their prices, all of them, and they will. But I do believe that after William's reign, there's going to be a lot of, or during his reign, there's going to be a lot of dramatic changes in terms of how royalty is perceived. What is the role of royalty? Is there even going to be a monarchy? How is that going to work? There's going to be a lot of changes. I think so. So, all right, we will stop this for now. And even if you have all the jewels and all that stuff to wear as a queen, half of it doesn't belong to her, it belongs to the state, right? So, when we talk about jewelry, right? I just want to see the jewelry, like up close. I don't want to wear them. I just want to see them up close. So, anyhow, there's one reading that I've been wanting to do for many years, and I haven't done it, and it is on a couple of royals from India, and I think I'll do it sometime in the next couple 2-3 weeks. Very interesting, very interesting. I'll do that. But anyway, I'm going to stop now because others are gabbing on. So thank you, everybody. I do appreciate you all for joining me. To all my subscribers, thank you so much. I hope all of you all gave me a thumbs up and did all that stuff. Yeah, the crown does weigh a lot, that's for sure. That is for sure. You gotta wear, Yeah, and you gotta balance it too, right? I mean, it's a not everybody has the ability to bear that kind of a responsibility and has that mindset to be able to deal with all the bullcrap that comes with it. Let's face it, right? So thank you so much again. Thank you, Gypsy Girl, for your moderation and your help. My Mang, Susie Q, Afro Human, Sunshine Dragonfly, Delvin, Sheldon Schaffner, Alia Ali, Nivea, then Donna. Oh my God, Elizabeth. I gotta call out your names. Otherwise, Courtney, Delvin H. I did say that. Elizabeth, yeah, I did say it. My Mang, Sandra. Who am I missing? A lot of people. Like I couldn't figure out Donna, but Donna who? Finally, Donna Gamble, of course. Now we know. I know there were a couple of people I hadn't seen in a while. Correct? Wait, why am I going dizzy? So I just wanted to say, y'all, if y'all go to the website and subscribe, I think I've discussed how you can subscribe, right? It's really, really easy. Um, Debbie, yeah, hello, Debbie, thank you. Let me see, Robin, thank you for joining us. I just want to make sure I give a shout out to. So what I'm going to do, y'all, is Amber Lee Rose, thank you for joining us. Who else? Okay, so what I want to say is Ginger, thank you for joining us. What I'm going to say is when you go to the website and you subscribe as a member or register as a member, first and foremost, remember it is free and your information is not going to be given to anybody or sold. I don't do that shites, okay? The video I'm going to be making tomorrow with regards to the full moon lunar eclipse thingy and little things like that, I will post on my website and I will assign those videos to members, right? And that's free. Of course, you don't have to pay for that. The only videos that you will have to pay for is if you subscribe for the week ahead readings or the month ahead readings, or if you subscribe or if you pay for a personal reading, right? Those are separate. But I've decided rather than post it on the YouTube for all and sundry, I just posted for the few people who have been loyal to me and who've been with me for so long. This is my way of giving back, right? So I'll post those videos and I'll assign it. You all can go and watch. And so I'm going to start focusing on that because I'm sick and tired of this drama with YouTube. The other day I got an email from somebody saying that, oh, you must be like, increase your, what did they say? Increase your viewership or your membership. We'll help you do that. And this whole thing of, apparently you can actually buy subscribers. Like you pay money and they will provide subscribers for you. I'm like, what? A lot of people have been doing that. I'm like, I like the channel. I want the channel to grow. I really do. But I also I'm very transparent. I want it to grow organically. That's why I say, spread the word around, help me get the more viewers. But I'm not going to go pay somebody to provide viewers or provide subscribers. That's like, and then you're going to say, oh, now I have 30,000 subscribers. I don't get it. Okay, never mind. I should stop because that kind of stuff bothers me. Marcy, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I missed her name. Oh God, thank God I saw it. All right, everybody, let's call it a 10-4 or we'll be here forever and a day, right? Thank you so much for joining me on this Friday night. Yeah, the spam people, right? Okay, so 10-4, right? 10-4, thank you. Blessed be. Much love to you all. Take care. Have a good Friday night or Saturday, wherever you are in the world, right? Robin, you should join us. Oh, auto accident. What? Oh my God, what happened, Robin? I hope you're doing better. Crazy, y'all. Be safe when y'all are driving, okay? 10 for everybody. Thank you so much. Blessed be, okay? Have a good night. I'm going to log out now, end this stream. All right, there we go.